Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Saturday Morning Raw, as we have a mysterious figure talking to Roman Reigns. Who is this, and what are they discussing right now? As he goes and looks for a handshake, and Roman shakes his hand. Well, we're here in San Francisco, California. We might learn a little bit about that later, but right now, it is time for the one and only Ricochet. He looks to top Humberto, who jumped him last week along with Angel, as we'll show in a bit, because they were salty about their match they had the week before, which was between Ricochet and Angel, in a match that didn't go as planned for Angel, as Ricochet was able to become the first victor in Outright Vision history. Something that wouldn't settle well with Angel and Humberto, as next week they would approach Ricochet.
Last week, Ricochet will defeat Angel, earning not only his first victory, but the first victory in Outright Vision history.
630 senton. No clue how he does it. And now, he is very, very confident, despite what the Los Lotharios did to him last week, which we'll show in just a moment, as Ricochet has no fear of anyone in this division, in this universe series. Coming out now is one half of the Los Lotharios, Humberto, accompanied by Angel, of course, his tag team partners. This is what I was referring to last week. Ricochet now was very emotional because he got the first victory in Outright Vision history.
No, not the Los Lotharios.
Will interrupt.
Why are they here?
And call it misinformation.
How is that misinformation?
You know, I don't understand when they got that
Humberto
from.
and Ricochet won.
Is indeed
I want to watch that match. I want to watch it right now. I got one more thing to say.
No match says Los Lotharios. Oh no! What? They're attacking Ricochet in the middle of the ring. This is uncalled for because they had a plan all along. Now to destroy Ricochet and beat up on him, which caused him to get injured, and that's why he's fighting here tonight with his ribs taped up. And Ricochet going right after Humberto, sending him into the corner. And chop, blocked by Humberto. Nice counter. And now a Spanish fly already. Does this be it already? Kick out at one by Ricochet. I talk about Ricochet's high flying ability, but Humberto is a high flyer in his own right, as we just saw there from the Spanish fly. Drop kick to the injured midsection of Ricochet, and he's able to get out, kicking Humberto. Now with a strike off the ropes, Enziguri over the head, right where he wants him for potentially a 630. But he's looking to work on the arm because he knows it's too early to go for it yet. And picking up Humberto's Ricochet, and he's going for the arm again. Humberto able to counter, sending Ricochet nose first into the mat. Humberto with a combo of his own, and another Enziguri to the temple, right where he wants to land it. Humberto got everything he wanted in that Enziguri. We'll take a look at it again later, as that was picture perfect. And now Humberto is looking to send Ricochet over the ropes once again, showcasing his agility and Spanish fly out of nowhere to Ricochet once again. Not enough to put him away this time. Still, only a 1 count, and there it is, the Enziguri picture perfect by Humberto right on Ricochet's temple. And now Humberto looking for a comeback sequence and with a super kick to Ricochet's head. Taking some time to showboat here. Now he's calling for it. He wants Ricochet to get up. What does he have planned next? Another series of strikes from Humberto. Ricochet able to dodge and trying to lift him up. He couldn't, as his ribs are injured. And Humberto with a roll of 1, 2, and kick out by Ricochet. Not going down this early in the match. He has a lot of heart. He is not going to give up early, and it's going to take a lot more if he want to defeat Ricochet. Humberto trying to take him somewhere. Ricochet countering. Ricochet with an overhand strike. Humberto's on the ropes. Off the ropes goes Ricochet over the back of Humberto, rolling through. Hurricanrana, takedown by Ricochet. Get up, misses the drop kick though, and super kick is able to land that, and he has Humberto right where he wants him, right in the spot for the 630 senton's potential. Inverted Phoenix Splash lands on the knees. Humberto got the knees up. The injured ribs of Ricochet just got kneed by Humberto, and Humberto able to capitalize. Suplex. Once again, targeting the lower back of Ricochet, the already injured back again. Humberto with a dropkick to his back. Off the ropes, and Humberto with the senton, right landing on Ricochet, picking him up, hoisting him up, and he's looking to pelt this away, and he's going off the ropes once again, and up and over. Powerbomb, takedown. Not going for the pin there though. And Humberto once again lifting him up. The end is near for Ricochet. He's throwing him into the corner now. And what does he have in mind? Perhaps another signature move and another enziguri. Each enziguri has more impact than the last one. What is Humberto thinking now? Ricochet fighting back with a drop kick, landing the back hook. How is Ricochet doing this? Where is he finding the strength from? And Humberto putting that all the way with the flying clothesline. Just like that. In one moment, Humberto once again has all the advantage. And faking the first throw to the corner with another chop to Ricochet. Humberto setting Ricochet down. And what is this? A hand stamp on the rope. Moonsault by Humberto. This is it. Right on the injured ribs. After all the damage he's done, Humberto wins it, defeating Ricochet in a grudge match that he's been looking forward to, because he's been looking forward to this beating for a long time, and for a couple of weeks now, ever since Angel lost to Ricochet, and now he gets to avenge Angel in his loss to Ricochet by defeating Ricochet, even though they had jumped him last week and injured his ribs. And as I'm saying this, here comes the medical staff looking to take Ricochet away, as he is clearly injured, especially after all the damage Ricochet has endured. I don't even know how he was able to last that long in the match. Well, still to come tonight, Jimmy Uso is going to take on Jinder Mahal after what Jinder had to say to Jimmy Uso last week. That match having Intercontinental Championship implications, as Liv Morgan takes on Carmella, winner getting a Raw Women's Championship title match at Crown Jewel, and Charlotte Flair, of course, as Nikki is being interviewed, and she was about to win last week, and we're asking, why did she pause on the top rope? That was awfully strange, and we want to know what that is all about, because she looked like she was in a trance of some sort. And Nikki not answering the question. Apparently she hears the voice. Nikki walking off the set away from the interview. I wonder what she means. Who is the voice she hears? Back out into the arena, Drew McIntyre making his entrance. He's going to speak to us about what happened last week between him and Sheamus, and he might even want some revenge tonight, as Drew McIntyre slams his sword through the stage, making his way down the ring with a serious look on his face, that he is not happy and he is not pleased about what Sheamus did to him last week, as we'll see in a moment what Sheamus did. But Drew McIntyre, if you don't know, got attacked by Sheamus last week. He won his first round match in the WWE Championship Tournament to advance, and he was watching to see if it was Roman or Edge he was going to face next week. And we'll get to what happened after that later, as Drew McIntyre is in the ring right now, and he's fixed to talk right now, and he wants to spoil his heart with everything that he wants to say right now. This is what I was referring to earlier. I do have to agree that was very cowardly by Now Drew McIntyre calling out Sheamus. Ciampa from behind, attacking Drew McIntyre. That's Ciampa. That's Ciampa. Sheamus must have sent out Ciampa to attack Drew McIntyre, and Ciampa dropkick to Drew McIntyre. And now delivering many blows on Drew McIntyre's head and leaving it with a stomp, as he wants Drew McIntyre to get up. How is he on his feet? And a knee smash, face to knee. And Ciampa working on the right leg, the left leg of Drew McIntyre. And why is he targeting the leg? And he's going for it again. And he's got a submission now. A submission from Ciampa to Drew McIntyre. Look at the torque on his back. Drew McIntyre is thriving in pain right now. And there is no escape for Drew McIntyre. He did not expect this at all. And Drew McIntyre is tapping out. Ciampa has gone too far with this. He has gone too far. Sheamus should not have put him up to this. Well, you saw what Goldberg did to Bobby Lashley 3 weeks ago. Well, he looks to do that next week as he is taking on Theory. Winner goes on to Crown Jewel to fight the winner of Edge and Drew McIntyre. And speaking of Theory, let's see what he has to show in this week's Raw Rewind. And there he is, right from behind. Bobby Lashley attacking Ciampa in the corner. What is he thinking? It's a running forearm. Gotten out of the hurt lock. And Ciampa's tapping out. And just because he lost last week does not diminish his career in any way, shape, or form. And Rey Mysterio wasted no time getting after Theory right away. Continuing the beat down on Theory, kicking. Wait, is this Dominic Mysterio? That's his music. That could be near. And Theory with Rey on his shoulders. ATO. This is it. Good night, Rey. Theory has won the match. Just like he said last week, Theory follows it up. Nice win. And it looks like Theory is coming out and he might have something to say. I mean, can you ever shut him up? He talks non-stop. Like being in the back and catering, he doesn't even eat back there because he just wants to talk and blab his mouth all day. You know, that's one of Theory's mottos, all day. And I mean, he talks all day. And yes, we don't like you. My favorite luchador, Rey Mysterio. Yes, he's all of our favorites, I'm sure. But what does he mean by that? That's all he did? No, he didn't cheat. He cheated to beat Rey Mysterio. Nothing is funny about a father missing his son. No, that's just too far. Don't call Rey Mysterio pathetic. It's our nature to love our family. Rey Mysterio coming out, he has something to say to Theory. He's not gonna let Theory just call him pathetic. And yes, Rey Mysterio has been here for the longest time. Dominic was raised in this industry. And yes, he is a superstar. In fact, I just forgot to draft him on Raw. That's my bad. But Rey is one of the most iconic superstars in WWE, so he's not barely a superstar. And let him tell him, Theory. Let Rey Mysterio tell Theory that it's not about size. It's about heart. And Theory does not answer the challenge from Rey. Perhaps he's the one that's scared. Perhaps he's the one who's afraid of losing to Rey Mysterio in a rematch because he knows he can't. And it will be 3 weeks ago when Liv Morgan will come to me looks like Liv asking Morgan
for a title
she
match,
which I gave Charlotte one.
just like
But Liv has
Charlotte,
got to understand she is not as good as Charlotte Flair. There's a reason Charlotte Flair is Charlotte Flair.
next week,
and not Charlotte
and
Morgan.
you know, she's asking for it.
Her last name has a meaning.
I had to move it.
Yes, I
week.
did move her match.
What can I say?
Because
You know,
I mean,
I don't care if she's mad at me
her to
or what, but
compete 2 weeks ago. I think Nikki deserved a rematch against Charlotte, which of course fell flat on his head, as Nikki will be stuck in some sort of trance that we still don't understand, and that we heard from her earlier. But anyways, Liv Morgan is out in the building. More on Nikki later, because right now it's about to be Liv Morgan versus Carmella, who did beat Nikki ASH not once but twice. The second one may be controversial, but a win's a win if you ask me. And I just can't stand Liv Morgan. The faster this match goes, the sooner I could be happy again. I mean, I can't stand where she is. I can't stand what she does. I can't even be in the same room as her, let alone book her in a championship match at Crown Jewel. Who does she think she is? Her last name means nothing in WWE. But here is a wonderful woman, someone who I can actually appreciate looking at. And here comes Carmella, who I would much rather put in a championship match against Charlotte Flair at Crown Jewel than Liv Morgan. And speaking of Crown Jewel, the winner of this match, in fact, gets to face Charlotte Flair at Crown Jewel. I shouldn't say the winner, because if Liv Morgan wins, then I'll find some reason to, keep her out of the title match. But Carmella, as she just said right there, she beat Nikki ASH twice. If she wins tonight, she will have the most wins. Actually, I think she already does have the most wins in Outright Vision history, in fact. So Carmella is a superstar you need to watch out for, especially if she wins here tonight. Then 3-0 would look as a, it's a good record. Well, the match is about to start, and I'm going to say this right here before the match. I want Carmella to win. Don't tell Liv Morgan, or she'll get very, very upset at me. But honestly, no, Carmella's not necessarily the favorite. I mean, we haven't even seen Liv Morgan compete in Outright Vision. I want Carmella to win, and that's for sure. I just can't stand Liv, especially if she were to win tonight. Then I might get salty, honestly, but I doubt she's gonna win. Carmella inverted DDT. Look at the power of Carmella. We don't ever really talk about Carmella's power, but I mean, you saw her flip Liv Morgan almost like a body slam, but with the DDT and going for the pin again. Liv Morgan kicks out again. I'm with Carmella. The ref could have counted faster, not gonna lie. Liv Morgan countering Carmella's move. Don't hurt it outside, rolling outside of the ring. And Liv Morgan with the kick to Carmella's leg. Picking her up, but Carmella slips out and throws Liv Morgan right into the barricade shoulder first. That has got to hurt. The barricade is, not soft. It has its padding, but it's a lot harder than you think. Carmella misses the drop kick, and Liv Morgan pulls her hair. I mean, the ref should have done something about it. He can't pull hair. I know it wasn't 5 seconds, but I mean, Liv Morgan's taking too much time. Carmella misses a drop kick again. Liv Morgan slaps her right down to the ground. Carmella goes countered by Carmella. Slap and a big kick with another DDT. Down goes Liv Morgan, face first, head into the canvas. Carmella going for the win. 1, 2. Liv Morgan actually kicked out? No way. I mean, maybe Liv Morgan does have something to prove. Maybe she's stronger than I thought. Catching Carmella's dropkick DDT of her own from Liv Morgan. This is not something I expected to see out of Liv Morgan. Not necessarily because she has a weak arsenal. As you see here with this monkey flip over from the corner into the middle of the ring. Liv Morgan calling for it. As I was saying, it's not because Liv Morgan has a weak arsenal, but you just never seen her compete. Twist of fate for the cover. Liv Morgan for the win, and Carmella kicking out at 2. Liv Morgan can cry all she wants from that, but as I said, Carmella is not. She's undefeated. Like, she's not going to lose. Now, I don't understand why Liv Morgan doesn't like me. She has a grudge against me and Charlotte Flair. I mean, if you know why, leave a comment. As Liv Morgan spinning Carmella round and round she goes. The merry-go-round for the cover now. Liv Morgan, can she win it? Can that win it? And kick out at 2 again by Carmella. Liv Morgan obviously frustrated here. mean, she's been frustrating with me lately, and now she's frustrated with Carmella. I mean, that's me, Carmella, and Charlotte Flair that she all has a grudge against now, perhaps. Carmella with the roll-up. Is this enough to put it away? Can she steal it? And Carmella steals a victory. She just upset. I mean, she's the favorite, of course. She was the favorite. I mean, she was never gonna. You know, she's obviously better than Liv Morgan. Carmella gets a victory, and she is going on to Crown Jewel to face Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Champion. Carmella is now 3-0. She's the hottest superstar in WWE right now. And who's this? Sheamus? He's being interviewed, and we want to know why. You know, why did he set up Ciampa to attack Drew McIntyre? I mean, he has been a... Is he a coward? I mean, we'll have to see it, I guess, but apparently he claims he did not set up Ciampa, and now Riddle's here. And he doesn't know if it was... I mean, it was just both the Usos who attacked him. He did not know the Usos were brothers. What did he think they were? Cousins? The Usos are twins. How can you not... Riddle surprises me. I don't get where he gets these claims from. But speaking of the Usos, who Riddle is coming for in 2 weeks, here they are right now. And the Usos walk into the ring. What do they have in plan? What kind of beatdown do they have for Jinder Mahal? We'll have to wait and see. And both of the Usos are here right now. But it's actually will just be Jimmy Uso fighting tonight. And Jey Uso will stay on the ring. As in every Usos match before, the Usos walk to the ring with swag. They are the most confident superstars on this roster, I have to say. I have never seen them come in without a game plan. And as we saw last week, when they would attack Riddle, injuring him even, because I wouldn't give them a title match at Crown Jewel, which, I mean, because of that, I have to give them a title match. Now, actually, that Riddle attack was 3 weeks ago, excuse me, 2 premium live events ago. And that's why I also have to give Los Lotharios a title match, because, you know, they injured Ricochet too, and I can't have them doing this, and I can suspend them all I want, but I mean, they're still just gonna come back and with a vengeance, and they're just gonna attack more superstars, and I want our roster to be healthy. And Jinder Mahal is out here right now. You know, Jinder Mahal is coming clutch. He actually wants a match with the Usos, which, I mean, it's a long story, but I'm going to explain it right now. The Usos actually wanted a vacation just like Charlotte to Crown Jewel for a title match, but I gave Charlotte a title match because she was the first overall pick, so she has her 5-week vacation, while the Usos actually have to show up every week, which I know they might not like it, but they're not the first overall pick. You know, they were like from the 15th or like 16th, somewhere around there. And Jinder Mahal, he's like, you know, he was one of my top picks. He was in my top 10, honestly, in fact. And Jinder Mahal, not really getting cheered by the crowd as we had expected he would. But we are in San Francisco, and San Franciscoans, they don't like Indians for some reason. And now Jimmy Uso. See, even they confuse me. Jimmy Uso is the one competing tonight, not like Jey Uso, who fought in week 1 in the first ever premier live event of Outright Vision, Saturday Morning Raw. And Jinder Mahal fighting Jimmy Uso with a series of punches and a big elbow. See all that came out of Jimmy's face, all that water, and down to the mat goes Jimmy Uso. Jinder Mahal standing tall over Jimmy Uso. And now Jinder Mahal sending Jimmy Uso into the ring in a shoulder block right into the chest. Not the chest, but the stomach of Jimmy Uso, and steers the kicks in the corner. Jinder Mahal is on top right now. He's dominating. He has complete control over this match. And dragging, just tossing Jimmy Uso from the ground, from one spot of the ring to the other. And now Jinder Mahal dancing with Jimmy Uso as he delivers a neck breaker right into the mat. Jinder Mahal is looking very impressive tonight. And wait, Jey Uso causing a distraction on Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal is distracted by, and Jimmy Uso capitalizing off the distraction with the Russian leg sweep. Thanks to Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso is back on top once again, and a dropkick to the back of Jinder Mahal. And Jimmy Uso looks to not be stopping as he's once again trying to pick up Jinder Mahal. An elbow. Jinder Mahal might have a chance now. And missed chop. A series of blows from Jinder Mahal right to the face of Jimmy Uso. And off the ropes goes but Jimmy Uso able to counter with a series and super kick. Jimmy Uso with a hip toss and a neck breaker to Jinder Mahal, thriving in pain. He's adding enough to put him away and kick out on one by Jinder Mahal. And Jimmy Uso going to the corner. What's he thinking about now? Perhaps a diving headbutt from Jimmy Uso to Jinder Mahal, and for the pin. One, and once again kick out on one by Jinder Mahal. It's going to take a lot more to put him out, and this is why I wanted Jinder Mahal, and that's why I drafted him in the top 10 and calling for it. Shoulder block, one from Jimmy Uso, and he's calling for it. Another one, shoulder block from Jimmy Uso. This kind of looked reminiscent of John Cena as Jimmy Uso's super kick to Jinder Mahal. Cannot put him away, and Jinder Mahal kicks out just in time. As I was saying, that was kind of reminiscent of John Cena because he would also do 2 shoulder tackles in a row, except he would follow it up with a belly to back suplex. And Jimmy now thinking high risk right now, and he's calling for it. But what exactly is he calling for? Jinder Mahal is up, and look at the power by Jinder Mahal, catching Jimmy Uso in midair and slamming him to the mat. Jinder Mahal, the impressive feat of strength right there. And he's calling for it, and he misses the dropkick. Jimmy just got out of the way, and he runs over Jinder Mahal, and he was thinking suplex, but Jinder is not falling for it. And Jinder delivers a German suplex of his own to Jimmy Uso, and he's not going for the pin right now. What is he thinking? Is he thinking? He's thinking powerbomb, and a suplex throw from Jinder. The end of Jimmy Uso is near, as Jinder Mahal is looking to put Jimmy Uso away once and for all. Koloss to Jimmy Uso, and that's it. No one kicks out of the Koloss, and Jinder Mahal picks up a victory over Jimmy Uso in the main event. Despite the 2-on-1 attacks and the distractions earlier, Jinder Mahal stands tall in the end, representing India, as he goes on to Crown Jewel to fight for the Intercontinental Championship, and we will learn his opponent next time we see you live on Saturday morning. Now, not only do we know Jinder Mahal will have an Intercontinental Championship match at Crown Jewel, but we know Carmella will take on Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. And also, next week we will see the second round matches of Goldberg taking on Theory and Drew McIntyre taking on Edge. The winner of these matches will face each other at Crown Jewel for the WWE Championship.